Alright, we're walking through the outside garden now and we've found...
Wait, do you see how big this thing is?
The world's largest. I'm honestly
blown away.
A little disappointed. Not blown away.
That's not how that works.
That's 100% how it works.
That's not how it works at all.
Just because it's not the traditional way and most people haven't thought about this genius way.
It's the incorrect way. It's not right. What's going on, everyone? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things. This right here is my cousin Nick, and I was gonna say how he's my favorite cousin because he's the only friend or family member who has come out to visit me in the van. But he thinks that it's okay to put milk in your bowl before the cereal.
You put in the milk that you need, and then you sprinkle in the amount of cereal you need, and then you never have a soggy bite. Now, listen, hold on. Turn up the volume.
So you determine how much cereal you're gonna eat by how much milk is left in the bowl.
No. If there's some milk left, then I just drink it.
That's psychotic.
Just because not everyone has thought about this doesn't mean it's the wrong way.
That's psychotic. So this is about as fun as today's video is gonna get because we're in Iowa right now. Nick has driven out from Pennsylvania, where I'm originally from as well, and he is gonna be following me around for a little bit in his 4RUNNER. This past weekend, him and I went to Red Rocks Amphitheater. We went down to Alamosa, Colorado, went to the sand dunes, Zapata Falls. All this stuff are places that I've been before. So I didn't really film anything, but now I'm in a new state, state number 43 out of 50, Iowa. Here, let me show you. Bowl. Fill it up to the brim.
No.
Yeah.
You know how soggy all that's gonna be?
It's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It makes it cinnamon milk. Sometimes the soggy ones are good. And then you pour it in until it starts to float. Right about there. Perfect amount of milk. Listen.
I know the traditional way of doing it. I just enjoy
the wrong way. The wrong way. All right, let's see if this is crunchy.
Why would you do that in a minute and a half once you're at the bottom?
I will.
See, now look, popping it back off. Just a little bit.
But look, the only thing that's gonna get soggy is the stuff on the bottom. If you pour it in until it floats, then you get all the crunchy cereal on the top. Yeah.
I'm ensuring every bite is crunchy. So
Nick has his 4RUNNER set up in a way that he can like sleep in it, and he's been doing that a little bit on the way out here. But since he's with me in the van and I'm here by myself,
that's my bed.
We ended up setting this up as a bed last night, and maybe we'll show you guys that later in the video. Cooked dinner and everything. For being in Iowa, I guess we found a kind of cool spot. We're in Stevens State Forest. We're the only ones here. We rolled in at like 9 o'clock last night, 8 o'clock last night. Parked by the lake, got some breakfast in, and then I guess we'll go take a look at Nick's 4RUNNER.
I'll do an MTV Cribs.
It's a big pile of shit.
Welcome to my home.
Welcome to my crib. Stuff and Things edition. All right, so what do we got going on here?
2006 4RUNNER V8.
Sport edition.
Sport edition. 220,000 miles on it.
You probably put about 2,500 on since you left?
3,800 on already.
3,800 since you left Pennsylvania.
Because I went all the way through Utah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Damn, it's a lot.
So my setup, Honda EU 2200i generator.
Probably the best generator you can get when traveling.
I have a power cord run through the bottom of the 4RUNNER. I tape it up when I'm not using it. Plugs into the front here. And then I got this cot from Cabela's. Couldn't tell you what it is.
This thing's actually kind of nice. He showed me the packaging that it came in, and it folds up into like literally the size of your hand.
It's about this big. It has these cross braces that you put underneath, and then the legs that you snap on, and it takes about 2 minutes to set up, and it has like a thermal thing, so it kind of reflects your heat when you're sleeping. Really comfortable.
So the generator runs to the cable, which powers battery, heat, I guess.
Cables run up through here, got one with multiple plugs. All that really runs is my heater, which is a blower and a heater. On low mode, the generator runs pretty quietly. If I do put it on high, it kind of sets it into like full mode of the generator. The generator has like an eco button, so it's in eco mode when it's on low. I ran it in Moab a few nights, about 6.5 hours until the generator needed to be refueled. So not bad. And I also had my phone plugged in and then a charger pack for my phone too. So, I mean, that probably didn't take too much. So I would say probably 6.5 hours of full run time. I have my dog stuff up here, and then yeah, underwear and socks, and then all my running gear. I mean, I don't really have it fully organized, but I mean, it works pretty well. My dog sleeps with me at night, so this is where he sleeps.
He sleeps right next to your head.
Right here.
So what else do you have going on with the 4Runner? You got locking diffs?
Yeah, so the V8 4Runners come with a diff lock, which I can show you. They have diff lock, and then they have 4 high and 4 low. Works pretty well. The nice thing about the V8 4Runners is that they're all-wheel drive, so there's not really much times that I have to put into low. I've gotten into some big snow before and had to put it in low and locker to get myself out. But the nice thing about this one is too, it has a JBL sound, but then I think a dealer put in the leather, which they don't normally have leather in a sport edition. Usually it's only cloth. And then somebody put in heated seats too. So if you are a 4Runner enthusiast, you'll know that that's kind of rare on a sport edition. I mean, all the limiteds have the heated seats in the leather, but the sports only had cloth and non-heated. So kind of cool if you actually care. Probably not, but yeah, I do have it lifted 1.5 inches with suspension spacers, and then I have Bilstein 4600 HDs on it too. That's it. It's all stock otherwise. 220,000 miles just to the timing belt. And then all I have in here is fluids. So gas for the generator, then I have oil and some washer fluid, and then I have oil for this thing too. So nice thing is too that the new Honda generator comes with an app to be able to control and see everything. It tells you your RPMs, how much gas you have left.
Oh, so you can monitor it while you're sleeping?
Yeah. Yep, I monitor it while I sleep. Nice. Yeah, it's really nice.
So this is Nick's like really quick impromptu version of setting up something to sort of camp and live out of. He had the idea of coming out to visit me only a few months ago. Yeah. And then when I was home visiting, I was like, yeah, dude, come out whenever. So this is what he came up with, and it's been working pretty good. He's been on the road now for, what, about 2 weeks?
Yeah, just about 2 weeks.
And he's going to be with me up until this weekend, and he has to head back to Pennsylvania to sell some cars.
Like, I think total cost and everything I did, cot was like 250 bucks, and then generator, that's the expensive part. I think it was 1,200 bucks or so. And then, I mean, I would say I'm into this whole setup. The heater was off Amazon for $40. I'd say I'm into this.
Like not even $2,000.
No, like I would say like 1,500 bucks.
Yeah.
And I mean, it works. I mean, it's comfortable. I think if you didn't have a dog and you had 2 people, you could get side-by-side cots in there and be completely fine.
For sure.
So that's his setup. If you guys have any questions on it, let us know in the comments, and he'll probably answer them for you, or I'll chime in with anything that we got. Now we're gonna get ready to go to probably the most exciting thing in all of Iowa.
Are you ready, Brooks? Are you excited? You're
A little scared.
a little scared. He doesn't know what's going on. All right, let's hit it.
So we've made it to the place where there is the world's largest something, which you guys will see in a second. I didn't realize that.
I think this is a football stadium.
Yeah, this is Iowa State University, their football stadium. I guess this is like their main campus too.
Yeah.
We're up in AMES, Iowa right now. It looks like we have to pay to get into this place. I didn't realize that. They have an admissions sign over there.
So that's a giant garden?
The Ryman Gardens. Brooks. What are you doing? All right, we're walking through the outside garden now, and we've found
Wait, do you see how big this thing
the
is?
world's largest. I'm honestly
Blown away.
a little disappointed. Not blown away. I mean, it's pretty big, but it's not that big. You're now about to see Elwood, the world's largest concrete gnome.
I like how they had to add in concrete. Great.
Look at this thing. It's pretty big.
I'm gonna guess standing next to it.
It's like hollow concrete. This might be the greatest thing in the state of Iowa.
I'm so glad we came.
I'm so glad we came here.
I'm gonna take a selfie with it.
Chilling with Elwood. All right, we can leave now.
We're done.
We're done in Iowa.
Check it out on my Instagram. All 400 followers.
So this thing has literally been on my list like since I've been researching places to go, and I searched Iowa. I'm like, what is there to do in Iowa? There's cornfields and it's really flat. And this was the first thing that came up.
I posted it on my VN Imports account.
You posted that photo on your business account?
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, what is this?
So there you guys have it, Elwood, the world's largest concrete gnome. We gotta find something else to do in this state.
I'll go for a run.
All right, a run sounds good. I'll just follow you on a one wheel. What's up, everyone? We're back. Where did we even leave off? Nick was running, I was one-wheeling. From there, we went to lunch, and then from lunch, we went a little bit further to a place near Cedar Rapids. It was called Cedar Ridge Winery and Distillery, and tasted some bourbons and whiskeys. And I picked up 2 bottles. Nick picked up 3 bottles for some of our family back home. First one I got for any bourbon enthusiasts out there is Cedar Ridge Port Cask Finished Bourbon. So it's their typical bourbon that they put in some port wine casks afterwards. Super high in alcohol. I think this was like 109 proof.
Yeah.
But it was actually better tasting to me than their just regular stuff, which is like 90 proof. So that stuff's pretty good. Because this place was in Iowa, for those of you out there who know that I listen to metal music and stuff like that, Slipknot was one of my favorite bands growing up. They are from Des Moines, Iowa, and they've actually teamed up with this place, I guess.
Yeah.
We couldn't really tell if like Slipknot went to them and asked them to make them bourbon, or if Cedar Ridge was just like, yo, Slipknot's from our state, so let's make a Slipknot themed whiskey.
I wonder if Slipknot even knows.
Yeah, maybe they don't even know. I think if you go to like slipknotwhiskey.com though, it's like tied together, so they must know. They had 2 different kinds, and this is like the better of the kind. This is probably, actually was the most expensive whiskey that they make. Iowa whiskey. This is called the Number 9 Reserve. On the back here, they got Slipknot's logo. Iowa whiskey. I figured that their stuff better be good because of all the corn surrounding this place. I mean, we just drove through like hours and hours of cornfields today. But yeah, this stuff is pretty good. So I'm like building a little home bar, essentially. So these 2 will be added to the collection, and I'm going to pick up some more as I keep traveling. From there, I didn't even mention where we're at right now. We're in Illinois now at the Mississippi-Palisades State Park. So Nick is going to be heading back to Pennsylvania tomorrow. I'm going to be... Oh my god, there's dog hair everywhere.
We need a vacuum.
Nick's going back to Pennsylvania. I have a stop in Illinois to visit a friend of mine, and then I'm going to be going up through Wisconsin to Minnesota, back across Wisconsin, through Michigan, down through Ohio, back to Pennsylvania. You think you're gonna straight shot it back to Pennsylvania?
Absolutely. I'll do 13 hours straight.
There's just nothing.
Without even thinking about it.
So Nick and I were talking about how he came out to Colorado, went to Utah by himself, and that's like where the awesome parts of the country start. And once you see stuff like that, there's nothing wrong with the rest of the country, but when you're coming from that and going across Kansas and Nebraska,
you just kind of have higher expectations than. Yeah. But I mean, I guess the whole point of my trip was to see you and then to run in a lot of places, and I got to run in a lot of places in Utah and Colorado. I did a lot more than I thought I would, so I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with my whole trip of 2 weeks or so.
Sweet. Well, you'll have to come out again in the future, I guess. I think that's where I'm going to end the video today. I really need to get this edited and uploaded for you guys as you're watching this right now. So that's all for today. If you're new to the channel, consider clicking subscribe. I make new videos every single week. As always, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you in the next one.
Toodles.
Toodaloo.